All right, yes, this is the mech bay. This is your mech bay, one of the mech bays on the base, and you're going to spend some time here to try and repair the Shadow Cat. The Shadow Cat is missing. That's the wrong one. Shadow Cat is missing a lot. It was a head kill, which you got credit for that.
And it's
And
missing the right arm.
the mask is destroyed. The mask is damaged, and the right arm is a wreck. So you need to do a lot of repairs to try to get this thing fixed. I can't erase any of this. Awesome. Okay.
And I will need some dice to be able to attempt anything. Yeah.
Let me go and grab a fresh sheet. What shit? It's always on the last page. Clan mediums. Okay. Loading assets. There we go. That shortcutted it. All right. There we go. All right. You're trying to repair. Where are you starting? Probably, I would start with the right leg.
Yeah, that would be where I would start.
Fix up that right leg. You lost a jump jet, which since they don't really have any bonus over the inner sphere jump jets because they're this same size and weight. Let me double check on that. And they give the same propulsion. Yes, they should get the same propulsion.
Hello.
We are rolling for Seth's repair work.
I hope I'm a good technician.
Early.
Oh, I need to install tabletop sim because my computer died.
Oh no, yeah.
That won't take any time at all, don't worry.
Alright, I'll give you the jump jet. I'll give you the jump jet. You can just replace that with an inner sphere variant.
But I do need to fix the other parts?
Yes.
Alright, I'm assuming that's going to be mechanical for the bonus? Technician / mechanical?
Yes.
Mech Tech Go Burr.
Ooh, that was not a great roll. That's a 5 + 5 for a 10. 9 is my number to beat.
Alright, well, I mean, that's fine because you're just fixing... Is that not locked?
Just the hip and the upper actuator.
Yeah, you're just fixing the hip and the upper actuator. So you get it working. It's not tip-top shape, but you get it working. And the internals are endosteel, which you guys are not unfamiliar with endosteel, but it's a little dubious to get it working. There is no endosteel in the right leg and no ferrofibrous in the right leg, which is a plus. So
huzzah!
Yeah, we'll say you get the hip and the leg actuator working.
Alrighty.
All right.
I think my next concern would be the arm.
Yeah, and because you're working in the hip, the right leg, and you rolled pretty low, I want you to roll on the mask, actually.
Okay, I'll roll on the mask. Would that be a mechanical and electronic are both the same, and it would be one of those. So
Yeah.
that is an 8 plus 5, so 13.
Okay, you're able to wire the proper, with the help of the techs on site and the other scientists who are studying this as well. You're able to get the mask working again.
Wunderbar.
Yep.
Wait, no, that's Eeyore's character, not mine. Yeehaw!
Let's see here.
Humor Holland.
Yeah, the mask is a new technology, newer reintroduced technology, but that was 15 years ago, so everybody's had some time to work on it. You're able to get the mask.
And I am a
working.
formally educated technician.
All right, now that right arm, you have to first restore the right arm.
Yeah, and then the weapon will be a separate issue.
You know what? Okay, let's do the cockpit first. You're looking at that right arm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you're looking at that right arm, and you're like, man, that's gonna be a big project to tackle. Let's see if I can get the mech moving again. So let's go with the cockpit and cockpit components.
Okay. Oh God, that's a 7.
All right, you.
Hold on, wow, we haven't gotten our edge points back.
No, you started in on this immediately. You were like, I want to get in on this, so you have not rested to get your edge points back.
Well, it's not even rest. You just decide when we get them back.
Yeah, you have not gotten your edge points back yet. You have a total of how many? 3.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to make you an offer. An offer that goes outside the game rules.
Well, let's.
May I permanently reduce my edge maximum by 1 to re-roll that? Because right now, if you refill my edge, I have 3. I'm bargaining that down to 2.
Let's work on some other stuff first because I want to think on that. So you get the right leg working.
All right. Mask is working. Right arm structural, I guess.
Armor repair on the left leg. Left leg, I'll give you that because it's a very minor repair work. Roll mechanical on the left arm.
All right.
This is just for armor. Oh, that's fine.
Boxcars.
Yep, you get the left arm. It looks factory new. Good job.
Huzzah.
All right, left torso. Get that armor repaired.
That 16.
I'll say full repair on the left torso. Good job. All right, center torso. Start patchworking the interiors because there's some interior damage there you gotta fix.
8 plus 5 will be 13.
All right, thankfully didn't hit anything. Interior is fixed. You're just fumbling around with all of the. You notice that the XL Fusion engine is smaller than it should be, so it makes it working in there a little bit easier.
Huzzah.
But you don't think that you can fix the XL engine should it go.
I mean, like, should the engine itself totally blow?
Right.
Got it.
All right. Armor fix right torso. Or armor fix center torso. Let's do center torso.
7 plus 5 for a 12.
I'll give you 16 points. So there's still some armor damage that you were not able to fix.
Okay.
All right, roll that right torso.
That's another 7 plus 5 for a 13.
All right. Wasn't
No,
that much
12,
armor on the
12.
right torso. You were able to patch it all up.
Bueno.
Okay. Right arm.
Oh boy. Eight plus 5, that's a 13.
Alright, you put the right arm back into place. Now the right arm is mostly just that Gauss rifle, and we can look at the model here. So you have the shoulder, the upper actuator, and no lower actuator, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So the shoulder and upper actuator, you get them back into place. The endosteel is a little tricky. I'm going to take 2 off of your internals. And go for the right arm armor repair.
Right arm armor. 6 plus 5 is an 11.
There's still 3 damage to the armor. So a little damage to the internals still. Arm's not working quite right, but no penalties to shooting and 3 armor damage as well.
Okay.
Alright.
Now I'm gonna ask you, when it comes to the weapon,
Yes.
is it easier to try and fix the blown up Gauss rifle or to try and put something new in there?
Well, let's take a look at the Gauss rifle itself. So the Gauss rifle, the clan version is still pretty new. It's 3040. Or no, I'm sorry, 2028. 3040 for the Innister.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I could swap that Gauss rifle for 2 large lasers and redo the heat sinks, I'd be in hog heaven.
Large lasers are going to be 5 tons each.
Well, excuse me, ER large lasers, because we have those because they
5
were
tons
reinvented
each.
by the DC.
Are 5 tons each.
Yes.
So 10 tons.
And then I rip out 2 tons of Gauss rifle ammo.
If you roll, because it's pod work. If you roll an 11 or a 12, I'll give it to you.
On the dice, you mean?
On the dice.
Okay.
No bonus.
Otherwise, is fixing the Gauss rifle in the cards?
Roll an 11 or a 12, see if you can figure out how the pod system works. Okay.
Boxcars.
Oh,
Figured out how the pod system works. Good job.
I'm a good fucking technician.
So you see that the Gauss rifle is actually just a plug-and-play kind of thing. It's kind of weird, and you also take a look around and notice that the medium laser, 2 medium lasers are also plug-and-play. And it's really a really good system that the scientist guys that are with you are also taking a look at, and they're like, this is interesting. You're not able to glean anything from the mech's computer as to why it is like that, because you rolled ones.
Yep. But I think I could probably, hazard some guesses at why it makes a hell of a lot of sense to build a mech that way.
Yeah. So, it seems really, I'm sorry, I got distracted, so.
It happens.
Yeah. Since you were able to figure out that it works so easy.
So, just to tell you what I would ideally love to do with this mech.
Well, with this, so hold on, with this, because it's such a new technology, but you were able to figure out, I'll give you a one-to-one replacement. You can replace one weapon with the Gauss rifle, or you can also try to repair the Gauss rifle. Because it's still the same it's the same as an inner sphere Gauss rifle, but if you're able to repair it, you're able to repair it.
Yeah. See, and that's the tricky part is my choices are to swap it for one ERPPC or try to squeeze in 2 large lasers. So if I can only get one weapon swap.
Right, because it is a pod system, an omni system that the inner sphere attack doesn't really quite mesh with too well.
Yeah, even though the 2 ER large lasers would take less actual crit slots than the Gauss.
Yes.
I'm just asking. Okay, I have to ask. In that case, I think I would rather try to repair the Gauss than take the 1 ERPPC.
Okay.
Mostly for heat reasons. Here we go.
No.
Oh no, that's an A.
It's in pieces and you can't fix it.
God damn it.
So
I can still put losing an edge point permanently on the table.
if you really want to.
I mean, yeah, I'm basically gambling I'm basically sacrificing 100 experience points for a reroll. Fuck it. Eight plus 5 is a 13.
And you've been hitting 13 quite a bit. You've been
I have.
very consistent in your work.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
Lucky 13.
That's what I'm going to call this mech, the Lucky 13.
I'll give it to you. So you burn an edge point, and I'm going to say you get...
No, not burn an edge point. Permanently lose from my maximum.
Burning an edge point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to also say you take some fatigue because you were up tinkering long hours on this as well. And your character's still injured, isn't he?
A little bit, yes. Now, I do have the fit trait, which specifically addresses fatigue. Let me get to it.
No, like,
I see if
I'm going to say you spent a day and a half straight trying to get this Gauss rifle working. You had, like one meal brought to you, which was a sandwich, brought to you by a tech.
Yeah, okay, if there was a check involved, I would have a +1. It halves my fatigue rounding down from strenuous activity. I'm not sure how much any of that matters.
This isn't really a strenuous, it's a strenuous activity, but it's also like an endurance activity.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm leaving it up to you. I'm just telling you what the trait does to see if you think that the fit trait matters. If you want to look at it for yourself, it's page 117.
Fit, rise and shine, Flebby. We got us 10 columns.
Hey, Eeyore, guess what? I fixed the Gauss rifle.
Still ain't gonna climb.
Oh dear.
He burned it. He completely burned an edge point for it, though.
Yes, I have sacrificed a point from my maximum edge to get a reroll.
Wait, what time were we originally starting? Because I forgot.
No, we're not at start time yet. We were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Cold were going to do this before the session, and then Dusaro hopped in, and then you hopped in. So welcome.
Here's what I'm actually going to do. Don't burn your edge point, but you're going to get 1 negative edge.
Okay, I'll take that.
And just remind me whenever you fire that Gauss rifle, because I'm going to be like, okay, it's got a chance to malfunction.
Yep.
And not necessarily explode, but just malfunction.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing is if you hit me with the negative edge, you could make me re-roll a shot with it, and I still hit.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the shot just splits in two and hits different targets.
I was just going to say it slides out the end of the barrel.
It just gives a little bloop.
Like it slides slow enough out the end of the barrel that the Sabo doesn't even disengage until it hits the ground, and the dart's just sticking up out of the ground.
Okay, years ago I saw like a 5-second YouTube video of a military gentleman shooting a rocket launcher that basically did that. It just blooped out the end.
Yeah, and the two guys were like, "Fuck!" and they ran away.
Yeah.
I think that was the Javelin that would
I think it was a Javelin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want you to take a point of fatigue damage, and you had the negative trait to get that Gauss rifle working again, just because the roll was low.
All right. 1 point of fatigue is not enough to affect me, so that's fine. Now, if I get into combat, it's going to affect me.
Mr. Knife Fight City.
Well, yes.
I mean, for the most part, I know that there's like the vast majority is mostly mortars that were people shitting about. Though that what's it called? That Sentinel is going to be a little awkward to use.
How so?
It's going to be I know it's more of a hit and run mech, but not being able to reach out as far.
You have a UAC 5.
I know.
Yeah, you can reach out way further than your all SRM Javelin could.
I get that. It's just not as
street
far.
SRMs. 20. I'd say 20 is pretty good.
Well, 20, yes, but the thing is, that's 20 at long range.
Uh-huh. So it's 13.
Also, one other thing I forgot, though, because that one gargoyle that we're fighting, it's got stabilized on both its arms.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that's how scary it is.
Well, I mean, one of them arms got blown the fuck off, so I don't know.
Well, I know.
The pointy rock in the river.
Yeah. Well, just for you to know, Seth, stable means if it runs or if you use the sprinting rules, it's a negative. It's stable. It removes 1 point of what running does to your accuracy roll. So instead of 2, it's 1.
All I know is I have a Gauss rifle and I am here to fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, let me do this.
Sentinel was just purely like easy maintenance.
The Sentinel was a little fucked up, but they had more time to work on it.
Oh yeah. Sentinel, improved communications, problem with ammunition, feed the street 2.
Does that look right size? I think that's actually pretty close to the correct size. It might be a little small actually.
I don't know. That Sentinel just always looks too tall because its femurs are too long.
No, I mean this,
like
this guy over here.
Oh.
That was one of the squished elementals from the river.
I would say just about, yeah. For at least for that,
maybe like 1 notch smaller.
Yeah, I would say so. Because if you were to look at the one picture of the Iron Cheetah, it kind of gives you an example on Sarna. Give me a second.
Yeah, your base recovered one of the elemental suits, and Hohoro Kurita, his lance took the other. The third guy's just dead in the bottom of the river. Maybe.
They open it up. That's a huge bitch.
That is, get rid of that.
Yeah, I posted a picture, so if you get an example of like, well, at least with an assault mech as a comparison.
Yeah, but the cockpit's still going to be about the same.
Because I would say, like, if you were to compare that, like, the Shadow Cat is about up to maybe the bottom nose of the cockpit.
Yeah, and one of those things I would think is that, since you're sitting in a cockpit, an elemental might be slightly taller than a cockpit.
An elemental's 2 meters tall.
Yeah, but if you look at the picture that I just posted in channel, you'll see an example.
I think the small ones are 2 meters tall.
Yes, that's my point, is I think an elemental should be taller than the cockpit, but small enough to ride on the mech. And I think you're right about that correct size with this one.
Though, just so you know, though, the funny thing about this mech was pretty much that the elemental con of what's it called, Smoke Jaguar at the time wanted to get some more assault mechs out there, but one that can also
Yeah, the Iron Sheena.
be quick. Yeah, so it can be quicker too, because I need a bigger ride to ride on with my elemental while having the firepower.
Okay.
I still say they should have added the Cal rule then, because yeah.
The Mauler, most of the techs are over at the Mauler. They're going to get that fixed again, up and running. Do that in 5 days with how much they pour into that, because the Mauler was kind of set up as like a poster boy for the Lance. You guys taking on the clan. Seth's name is the whole way at the bottom of the map for some reason. And the Sentinel's gonna get the Sentinel's already fixed. You guys brought that back to base after your first mission because it's a pretty decent mech. And the Whitworth was just the head and some engine hits on a standard engine, and that's gonna get fixed. Oh yeah, cockpit for the Shadowcat.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
that.
go back to that. So it's a day later. You try the cockpit again.
Okay, try it again. 6 + 5 is 11.
All right, I'll give you. I'm gonna take 1 internal and 2 armor off of it.
Alrighty.
Okay. So now let me do this. Copy.
Now remind me, using mask generates heat, right?
No.
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 So okay, so it says like I've got running 9 and then parentheses 12.
That's
so that's
mask
12 as long as my mask has not been destroyed.
Mask if you activate it, because you have to say I activate my mask this turn. Then you roll to see if you get a 3 and over to make sure it doesn't explode on you.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay.
And that's a 3 on a 2d6, not a 1d6.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just I knew that there was something weird about using mask. I just wanted to be able to be sure I understood what it was.
Yeah, it's just a general boosting system. There's no inherent like extra heat or anything.
Bueno.
Yeah, even with superchargers, superchargers, I think on their own only affect your walking speed, but if they're mixed with mask, it purely goes into the running speed. But for some reason, superchargers act like, the whole octane booster thing, but for some reason working with a fusion engine.
Gotcha. Should it not be? Yeah, 7 on the left arm.
I'll save this as.
I could be wrong on that, but I swear that superchargers purely affect walking only if they're alone.
I think that is right.
Okay, and then when we actually start in a little over an hour, or about an hour, we'll run through everything that's happened, and then we'll continue with mission.
Yep. And just as a question, Colt, can I take these? You were using green lines to say successfully fixed. Can I just take those off to clear it up?
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, it's just the fucking.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I understand what you said earlier. It's like, oh yeah, you're getting more
Wait, no,
range
you erased some of the damage I'd taken.
Yeah.
with the the Sentinel with the UAC and everything, but mainly it's just, I guess, maybe my mentality was just jumping and fuckery. Which tends to be my go-to with a lot of stuff.
I'm missing 2 points out of the left arm yet.
Yep. And let me clean this up a little. Let me go. Boop, and. Boop. Boop, boop. There we go. Save object.
So Just as a question, during this period of working on this, do I gain even a single health point back? Because I was at 7 out of 10.
Yeah, over 5 days, I'll give you another health point.
Cool.
But your fatigue is... So that point of fatigue is going to be going into the next mission.
Yeah, let me go back to the
For
fatigue
the next
rules and
scenario.
see what that'll affect. I think 1 fatigue point won't slow me down unless other things cause some. I'll double check.
Yeah. All right, I have your info card saved. Let me make sure that's gonna...
Am I the only one hearing an echo effect off cold?
No.
Yeah, I muted him in game.
Oh, hold on, what
Oh, it's
what's
the
that?
in-game.
What's that button?
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, there's that. All right. And yep, we'll continue at the designated time.
Doodling on the table.
Oh, okay. I see.
Well, I think you deleted all vector lines.
Oh no, every single one in existence ever.
Well, no,
Vector
including the
lines
ones that were
will die.
marking damage that I wasn't able to fix on my mech.
Oh. Wait, what?
You
Hang
deleted
on.
all vector lines.
Oh, I thought that would just do mine. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
No.
That's bad.
I have to clear all this shit again.
Oops.
All means all.
It's fine. It's fine.
since
It's done.
Since
It's
we're all...
back
I've
as it
got to
was.
fix my armor on this counter yet again.
No, you don't. I fixed it. I reset.
No, it wasn't fixed on this map. It was fixed on the other map.
Yeah, okay. So, just as an update, or as we're starting here, Dusaro worked on...
I worked.
No,
You played.
Eeyore. Sorry.
Oh.
Moved the wrong person.
Mhm.
Not Eeyore. God damn it, Eeyore.
Are you talking about me?
Seth.
There, you can be...
Yeah, because originally I was going to say as well with the whole, like, what we're doing here was working on the report based on my investigation skill to, like, explain things to the superiors of what I've,
Yep.
gotten from it.
We'll get to that. It's going to be a talky heavy episode. So,
Okay.
yes, you guys face down the clan star with the aid of Hohiro Kurita and his heavy lance coming from Edo City. You did miss out on what was said. That was a key point, which would have netted you some extra experience, but oh well, is what it is. You guys got a good amount of experience, especially for the kill on the Shadow Cat. And Seth, I'm gonna give you an extra 2 experience toward, or hold on a second here. Let me look at your character.
Give me a second. Sorry, someone in the other room needs me.
I've got 18 in the bank right now. But...
Well, so the technician stuff is all traits?
No, those are skills.
Skills. Okay. What is this fucking skill thing again?
And I am a fast learner for the extent that matters with XP.
Yeah, I'll give you working on that through your fatigue. Where the fuck? Skills. So you're currently skill level 3 and 4. And 1 on jump jet.
Yes,
jet?
which, after modifiers, those do go up a little, just so you're aware.
Yeah, jump jet's not going to move. Electronic won't move. Mechanical, Myomer, and weapons, I'll give you, so you're 3, 3, and 4.
I think of everything I did, fixing that Gauss rifle was probably the most.
Baller.
Yeah. Mauler. Let's go with that.
I'll give you 20 experience points on each of those for working on now the second clan mech. So it's not going to get you full
Okay.
level, but you can just add 20 experience points. Oh yeah, because you did plus 20, didn't you?
Yep.
So, and you can put that towards the next level should you wish, because that was direct experience for working on this mech. And what he got on the mech was cleaned up the armor on the center torso, the left torso. Oh yeah, you
The right torso.
should have 2 more points still on.
Yeah, it won't let me draw on this. I was trying to mark off those 2.
Yeah, because it wasn't locked. Once it's locked, you can draw on it. Yeah, there you go. So you're able to clean.
Although, so wait a second. Am I missing 3 on the arm or 4?
You're missing
or
3
2
on the arm.
Okay, one of these 2 is wrong.
Oop. Yeah, you're missing 3 on the arm. So you're able to reattach the arm, and actually surprisingly fix the Gauss rifle, except that it was only partial or fixed up enough so that it might actually cause a hiccup when firing. And to emphasize that, I gave him a negative edge.
Mm-hmm.
And
It can be used specifically against my Gauss rifle.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And the cockpit's still a little fucky wucky.
The Gauss rifle has a negative edge. You will surely not regret your Gauss rifle having negative edge.
Oh, of course not.
I mean, I didn't have much choice. It's working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in the 5 days now, the 5 days have elapsed. We're now approaching later March.
Mm-hmm.
The reports are planet-wide of unknown invaders invading and winning quite a few battles. But Command wants a direct report from the Lance here on what they engaged. And as we can see, we're currently inside the mech bay on base. You guys mech bay on base, Suntory mech bay.
Mm-hmm.
And along with the Shadowcat that's in here, they also have one of the elemental armors. And there's just a bunch of people gathered around, scientists, technicians. Mech techs are obviously working throughout the mech bay. And all the brass for the base are currently watching what's going on as well. They want a full explanation of what you guys learned in the last mission.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Sorry, just family related.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, just going through what was learned in the last mission against these.
You said something also before about was it additional 2 XP that we got, or what?
That was for Seth for working on his mech.
Oh. Okay.
Specifically
Yeah.
toward 3 of his skills that I used.
Mm-hmm.
But since I have also like the high number on investigation, do I roll for anything like that to say like, or to
Well,
pick
no,
like?
That's based on me successfully managing to fix this mech through.
No. I'm talking about
From
in
the
general of the investigation part of our observations of the enemy.
Investigation, I think, is more like supposed to be sleuthing.
Well, it's also in general understanding as well. It's more of just
I think it's kind of also a little bit of an insight check in D&D terms.
Yeah.
Well, let me look up in the book here.
But I would also say I actually went to the trouble of typing out a brief technical report, so I'll let that stand for mine report.
Yeah, because I
Evidence
was gonna copy that, but at the same time I was just
use
I
other
forgot this.
evidence toward the solution of a particular mystery and is a favorite skill among police detectives, private security, and intelligence operatives. Using a structured approach towards information gathering, characters skilled in an investigation can identify what avenues and sequences of research will most likely produce results and can tap a broad range of sources For information and evidence pertaining to a particular crime or other past action. So I think if you tie it in with your perception at a penalty because you were fighting.
Wouldn't it be more in terms of my mech, like general mech skills or general protocol and such? Because since we're talking about the way they were acting and or
It's kind of a combination of everything. I think if you really want to get into the detail of it, you can use your investigation and perception at a uh what word did I just use?
Negative.
Negative.
Also, none of us do have dice.
And then you can
This is a diceless game now.
go on and compare it to protocol. Since you guys like the metal D6s. Hold on. There you go. There's a bunch of metal D6s for you. I tried to click and drag, if you could tell. Nice and big. There you go.
I grabbed mine too early. I have the tiny ones. I'll scale them myself.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Well, there's nothing on this map, so I don't really care. So it is what
Yep.
it is.
okay, but what negative am I rolling this at?
Since it was during combat.
Well, remember though, it was during combat, but there was also in general of what the preamble before that. So it was not necessarily fighting. It was more in terms of how they were acting beforehand.
All right, I'm taking your dice away.
What? What did he do?
I rolled all of them.
Oh. I cast server break.
Throw one of my dice off the table, you asshole.
Seth is over here just rolling the big truck dice.
Okay, but the back on subject,
Okay,
this
so-
was before combat though.
We'll go after this pre-combat and then during combat. Unless you're only talking about your pre-combat stuff. Because if you were just talking about like pre-combat stuff,
Like how they were acting and the things they were demanding.
you can just take notes on that. Let's see.
I kind of can't stop laughing over the fact that it let me make the dice this big.
They are some units. Some absolute units.
He has
Oh
embiggened
god.
the dice.
Oh no, no.
They can get bigger.
Wait.
No. All right, something I wanted to do as well, Cold. I forgot to mention this because this was a hell of a week, and so it can wait. But I do want to try and use my underground connections with my streetwise at some point. Try and like get information that maybe I couldn't normally get through the regular DCMS.
Oh, you'll have the chance to.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds
we're
ominous.
still in the super early stages of this campaign.
Yeah.
Like if we're
Yeah,
done
we're
by-
just at the
if we're
point where
done
we
by
know there might be a
December- If we're done
problem.
by December, I'll be happy.
Hmm.
And I don't mean in-game, I mean 2024. All right, so Eeyore, using you have a strategy of 2.
Yeah, strategy of 2, investigation of 3.
Where's your investigation?
It's right below interest in military history.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh.
And then your perception is it has no number next to it. So what's that mean?
Oh, that was just there. I forgot to delete it.
So you have nothing in perception. Okay.
You start with like 15 base points. I guess you took them out.
All right.
I don't believe I have anything to begin with.
Besides just the base points.
There was
Well, yeah,
base
that's the
points
thing is
for
like
it?
the universal experience gives you like 10 or 15 points in perception.
Yeah.
But you may have not put anything else into it and then zeroed it out later.
All right.
He chose to be oblivious.
Strength 2, reflex 4, intelligence 4, will 4, charisma 2, dexterity 4, 3. You have a decent intelligence at 4 with your. Let's see here. What did I say? Investigation of 3 and strategy of 2. I would say, what's your target number for investigation? Fuck, what's that sheet on? What's that sheet? 330?
Sounds right.
The trait table, or is it like one something? Important pages. $333, 351. Aging table. Wait, what? Those numbers are off. Or skill. Skill is 333. D8.